Howdy, happy campers. JT here, and it's another fine day out here in good old Oklahoma. Well, as you all know, in the past, I made a video on enhancing my infotainment system, the original one on my 2021 Toyota Rav4 Prime. I've tried the side head unit, even tried it twice. Sent it back, didn't work. Steering controls, all that didn't work. Tried the Motorola MA1, A1 Android unit. I tried the CarPlay uh, CarLink kit unit. That didn't work. I ended up with this CarPlay Android box that I had used in the past. Time goes along, I decided to enhance and upgrade the real estate on my head unit. You know, these tired old eyes, they can't do and see as well, so I needed something bigger with a bigger screen. And hence, I got the 12.3-inch Roadanvi Android head unit. And so, if you're interested in it, stick around. Now, of course, you know me, I don't like to waste time, especially your valuable time. If you just want to get to the parts that's interesting, jump right to it. There's no sense to watch the whole entire video and you're bored to death with it. Now, the CarPlay Android unit box that I had worked just fine, no problem with it. But like I said, you know, these tired old eyes need a bigger real estate to see. Whoop, there it is. Just like that. I've seen several comments on Amazon. Some people say it didn't work with the steering wheel control. Some people say it fits perfect. You know, again, I can't say what might have went wrong or what happened there. I can only speak from my experience and what I've done. Just like everything here, the videos I make, you know, I will do it. I'll share it with you, and that's about it. You know, I'm not endorsing anything. It is up to you. Take it for what it's. But I'll be straight. Just like everything in life, nothing is perfect. Okay, and nothing goes 100% the way you want it to. Okay, after all, this is not Burger King, and you sure are not going to have it your way. For me, yes sirree, it works just fine. Just a few things. The built-in navigation system on there totally sucks. All right, customer support, it's non-existent. It's just like trying to talk to Casper the Friendly Ghost. It ain't gonna happen. And of course, it's gonna set you back a good 500 some bucks. But if you ever view things as an investment, think of it like that. And if for some reason you decide to sell your Prime or whatever vehicle you might put this on, think of the increase in the value you put on that vehicle. You know, a small 8, 10-inch versus a 12-inch, and it can play videos, play a lot of things that the other OEM radios cannot, especially when you're driving or doing other stuff. Think of the value in there. For some of you who probably already purchased the XSE versus the SE model, as you know, the premium package on the infotainment system is quite a bit. Could be from $3,000 to $4,000, depending on the dealership and whatever else they try to increase their profits with, versus $500. You just increased that 8 times that entertainment system by this simple investment if you purchase just the SE model like I did. And for those of you who has not bought a Prime yet and walking that fine line deciding should I get the base model SE or the premium XSE with all the trimmings and everything else in there, entertainment system, the works, I would suggest be practical and save some of your money. What I mean is, of course, the SE model, you can upgrade it with the various videos all over YouTube, not just mine, all right? You know, enhance the outside, enhance the infotainment system, you know, the functionality, installing a trailer hitch. The list goes on, all right? Save your money for that. Holy Toledo, I can't believe it. I've been talking and talking and talking. Enough jibber jabber. And the best thing is show and tell, just like with all the videos I make here. I'm not here to promote. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here needing any of anybody's money. I'm just here to show and tell. All right, you can play your music there. You can hook up a front camera to your vehicle in case you don't have it. You know, got the DSP right here. I don't know what else I can show you here. The music, you know, if you want to play your own music from your USB device, and it's right there. So it's not coming from the phone, but it's coming from the USB device that's plugged into here. You could call, and just to give you an idea what I mean here, here it's dialing right there. It's going to show up, and you can hear it. And just like that, I don't need to continue that. Works fine. All right. Navigation itself on this one, it kind of sucks. Point blank. All it'll do is it'll show you your current location. You're gonna have to use Google Maps or something else. Okay. You got this pre-programmed. I don't have a SIM card in here yet. I'm going to do that later on to show you how it can work, what it can do with it installed, and everything else. Everything works fine on the Android unit, in case you're wondering. The phone, the messaging, you know, just like you do on your phone. The Android Auto works fine with it. It's able to pick up everything with no problem. This unit came with a separate microphone that you install somewhere. I did not even use that. It's picking up fine and clear with just the standard built-in on the car and on the unit. So you don't need that external microphone. But if for some reason the one you buy, or your car or your phone, is not picking up your voice properly, then of course go ahead and use the microphone to see if that might help the pickup. So let me give you an idea here. For example, the voice command is right here on the menu, of course. Let me get to the traffic here. Hey Google, find me the nearest Lowe's store closest to me. Okay, as you saw, it picked up. All right.
This week at number 20, it's Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer.
Oh yeah, that's a good song right there. Oldie but goodie. All right, I'm going to show you some more functionality of this. The good, the bad, the ugly. Basically, let's say the good, I like it. It does what I want it to do. The most of the time, you're not going to get anything perfect. I can tell you that right now. Steering wheel control work with no problem. I could play my videos if I want to, in case I don't want to watch, listen to the music anymore. Instead, I want to watch a video. All right, just like that. Let's just go with this one. All right. Of course, volume controls here. The good thing about it, like it, is that's it. Steering controls work, as you can see here. Volumes, everything. Bluetooth, everything works. That was the good. The bad, well, I don't know if it's the bad, the ugly. The bad itself, it's going to cost about $500. Is it worth it? Depends on you. All right, it's your money, your vehicle, your entertainment. The ugly, really not too much of the ugly. I haven't seen anything as far as having any functionality problems. The backup camera works. Just to show you here. Okay, you know, everything works fine. It was pretty easy to hook up. There is some little nitpicky things like that, and I'll go over that on the video, where it has to hook up with the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. It can function together on certain apps. Here's the backup camera. Of course, it works fine. You know, other than that, you know, it'll work the way you want it to. The ugly thing, I can tell you right now. All right. You're going to have a hard time trying to get hold of customer service. It is what it is. You know, if you, hopefully you don't get one that's defective. I'm sure they'll respond to you if it's defective. They don't want a bad feedback. But I've asked them about the navigation system, the built-in one here, and how to use it and give directions, but I haven't had any response. So that is what it is. The stock radio itself, for some reason, kind of sucks, really. Sometimes it'll pick up the station, sometimes it won't. Like right now, see, you fade it in and out. And I know on the other vehicles I've had, it picks up the station pretty good. But it is what it is, you know. Now watch this. Here's what I'm getting at. One of the quirks. As you notice on here, is looking for the station. Okay. Now, to make it work faster or better, or in fact to make it work at all, this is what I have to do. Kind of have to disconnect from Android Auto. In other words, take out the Wi-Fi, because it's trying to pick it up, thinking that it's a Wi-Fi connection somewhere I'm in the house. All right. But if it's just a mobile hotspot like right here, see how it picks it up? So just make sure you're aware of that. That way you don't get pissed off why it's not working, to prevent you from having the headache that you're going to experience trying to figure out what's going on with this thing. All right, but again, it works fine with the mobile hotspot on there. You know, you could play whatever you want. Okay, there it is, 12. The screen itself is an 8-inch right here, a little bigger of course, 13.5, and the screen itself from there to there is a 12-inch. Wow, that thing's huge. So let's check out the back. Not too much here. There's the back, there's the connections. All right, and I'm sure we'll find out how everything goes. Information, of course. Okay, and that's what we're going to use to put it on there. That's basically the same thing I showed you how to take it off. Here's all the connections on there. Happy campers, probably most of you already seen enough videos out there to take off the radio, so we're just gonna kind of fast forward this, and so we can get right to it. And of course, you want to protect your investment as much as possible. So you can in the back, right up, in the corner, don't break it, get right there, and right up. Just like that. I can see it. Yeah, look at the videos. I'm showing you pretty easy how to break anything. Even when I'm looking at it, I can feel it. I'm show where you put this underneath. Right. All right, see? You gotta know how to break it. To the side, and there's a bolt right here. Of course, there's one here. You put them in here, so just pull it. Take it off. Like that. Put that aside, and let it down too. Even when you can't see it, you can feel it. There it is. There. That side. Put them in here, so just pull it. Okay, so let's take it off. Real easy. Kind of just have to pull out and up. Just like that. Okay, you're not going to damage anything. So for those of you still hesitant as far as taking it off, or you're not sure, take a picture of the back so that you know where the connections are. For some of you who are new or forgot from the other video, again, these are snapped in, pretty much just depressed here, for example, and then pull out. Okay, don't try. If it's not coming out easy, then it's not being depressed properly. Press down, like that. Okay, so of course I want to protect the screen, so I'll put it down here. We're going to install this piece right here, and it goes on pretty easy right here. Goes over. Alright, this is on the top, of course. And from what I understand, it'll just click in. There it is. Pretty easy enough design. Of course, this is going to match that. So I recommend go ahead and get the clips off here so that you don't forget. Pretty easy. Transfer them over to the new one right here. Alright, 2 picks. You could use anything, even a screwdriver is fine. You just want to get in the back there. So you can pry it up like this. And up. And transfer it there. Just like that. Same thing here. And there you go. Okay, it's ready to go. Got 2 packets, of course, so let's open it up and lay them out so that we know what we're working with. There it is. Packet number 1, CB047. Your CAN bus, your main one really, right here. Most of them are marked pretty clear. I'm sure they'll go in one way. You can't force it in there. And of course, packet number 2 right here to access your cables like SIM card, pretty nifty, Wi-Fi, GPS, microphone, and all other components that you need to put it together. So let's get started right here. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put it together pretty slow here so that you can see it. Some videos out there I've seen went pretty fast, but this one's nice and slow. Really, you can't go wrong. Why? Because it fits in only one way. If it doesn't fit, like they say, don't force it. For here example, this is the CAN bus. Alright, goes right in here. You can't mistake it. How the way it's oriented, it will not go in any other way. Here, put it in. Like that. And here, snap in place. Same thing with this one. Alright, some of these cords you'll probably use. Some of it you won't. This is pretty nice, a SIM. I'm going to put it in just to show where it goes, but I'm going to take it out and I'll show you the reason why, what I have planned for this. See how it's not going to fit? Alright, there it is. Only one way it goes in. Same thing with this one here. This is, of course, just a model number, but it doesn't mean anything. Look at the pins. Again, it will not go in except one place. You can't mistake it. There it is. Okay, so it's, in a way, it's kind of like idiot proof for an idiot like me. This is the USB. And of course, it's a 4 pin. No other way. It goes right in here. Alright. Now, this right here is for your audio. Just so you can see, it'll go in a certain way. Goes down here. As you can see, it's 8. So where does it go? Down here. Only one place. It'll go in right here. See, I'm blind. That's 6, that's 8. Goes right in there. Nice fit. Okay. And then of course, this right here, okay, for most of your audio and video, it'll go in. Right. And it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 maybe. Probably going right here. Just like that. Alright, the microphone right here. I'm going to leave it off for now because I'm going to use the speakerphone. I don't want it dangling in there. Of course, I can take it out and put it in if I need to. Take a look at some of these connections. These will go to the connections in the car. But take a look at this one here, which is important. Alright, it says cam in. You can't mistake it again. They're all labeled pretty good. That's for front camera. Alright, look for the video one that says cam in, aux. There, and what do we have here? There it is, cam in. So this goes right there, perfect. Again, you cannot mistake it. It's marked pretty good. Okay, and then of course for your audio, what does it say here? It says aux are in. Find the one that says aux here. Aux are in, there it is. See? Pretty good. Can't mistake it. And the same one, aux L in. And it'll probably be this one here is aux L in. Alright, so let's get that together. Just like that, nothing else loose. This one, of course, will go in nice and neat right inside here. Okay, anything else that need to work right now? No, don't. Okay, and this is for your 4G right here. Goes in there. I guess it needs a little antenna. Alright, and it's funny because this is for your Wi-Fi that goes right here. Alright, so I'm gonna connect that later because I want to route it through the car before anything else. Of course, your microphone, like I said, gonna wait. And this is for your GPS, I believe. From what I remember, it goes in here. Okay. And it's going to plug in right here. But I'm going to go to for last. So, that's it for right now. I'm going to do some things in the car and show you. So I'm going to disconnect this for right now because I want to run this through the car to make it easy to hook up. I put it together real quick just to show you, give you an idea where each component goes so that you're not wondering out there when you put it together. All right, pretty much look at it, you know, color coded right here, even though there's no colors on there. But again, there are 4, 6, 8 pins. They'll only go in one way. Take a look at the bottom here. That goes to this connection right there. Okay, this is of course your Wi-Fi 4G. That's for your GPS. Of course, your antenna right here for your radio goes in here, and that's how it goes for right now. SIM card, I have a plan for that one. So here's still, this is going to connect to the car, and that's it. Take a look. I'm going to dismantle it now and go from there. Again, as a tip, like I said, don't pull on the cords and the wires because again, they are pretty small and fragile. So for example, if it's hard to get in there with your fingers, take your tool, pull up on the bottom like this because there's a notch in the back, push up, and just like that, see it? Because when you pull, all right, and it'll come up. Okay, like this one here, again, push, and then up, just like that, see? Wiggle it back and forth. Okay, don't pull on the cord. And there you go. So let me put that back in. All right, I'm gonna leave this out for right now. And let's put it in the car. Because I don't want everything jammed in there at all, I want to kind of put it up here, maybe in a corner, especially that GPS one. So let's pry this off a little bit. There you go. A little easy. See, been on there for 3 years now. Still working good. Take that off. And again, it's just held on by clips. Real easy to take off. And just like that, you're not going to break anything. Doesn't have to be pretty. Just put it on there, take it off, and you'll see, let me see here. Okay, straight do there. Okay, plenty of room. So take my little fishing rod here, and I'm just going to fish it through the center. As you can see, as I put it through, and there it is, okay? So real easy, then I take it off. Okay, now that I got my line through there, okay, I can do what I need to do. Take it off. To do this is just a tip that I recommend. It's up to you. You could just, actually just put it in here and just leave it in there, okay? But I want it at the highest point with no metal all enclosed all around it to get the best possible GPS. You know, run it down here and through here. To show you, I'm not going to stick it on there yet. You probably don't even need to, you know, take this A-pillar off. All right, real easy. Just like on the other one, you kind of just tuck it in here underneath, just like that. All right, you see how that goes? Use your little tool here. You know, you're not going to cut the wire or pinch it or anything like that. Just shove it in there. And pretty easy. If you want to lift it up a little bit like that, and put it in, there you go. All right, now it's ready to be taped on there. So continue to rest, put it in just like that. Okay, and fish it through underneath. Of course, get it under there. Fish it underneath, goes around the curve here, tuck it under there, and it goes around here, Okay. And then you could fish it through this hole right here if you want to. Okay, got that in place. I haven't tacked it on yet. The SIM here is the main one. And the Wi-Fi, pretty easy. I'll probably just tuck it in there with no problem, you know. The main thing really is this. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fish it through so I have access to it. So in case I want to plug in a SIM, anytime I want to, take it off my phone and get a separate one, and it'll be easy to get to. So now planning is all about planning. Inside the glove box, so in case I need to connect it or not, it's easy to do. And you got enough room here, okay, to put it through. So let's go fishing. And again, here it is. Pretty small, tight space. Don't get frustrated. Like fishing, take some time, nice, and have patience, and voila, there it is. Okay, so got that out of the way. That's really the hardest part, really. Get that off there. And here it is, got it pushed through. Now, I can leave the line here. Put a SIM card in case I want to add it on there. And there it is. Okay, so let's put the rest of this together. And trial and error. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Again, if it don't fit, don't force it. So let's get all these connections together. Here's what we have inside. And let's see where each one goes. And that, will that go in there? Look at that, see? Nice and click. What else? No, no. Hey, look at that. See how they kind of fit? Pretty good. Now I can tell right now some of it will not. There you go. Some of it you'll have some loose connections, and I think that's normal. Let me put this in there. This is that SIM one. Put it in here. There it is. And here's that antenna that goes right there. And what else we got here? We got some cables. Pretty long, really. Okay. And wow, pretty short connection here. This looks like it goes in there, but it doesn't. Okay. This one. Looks like it might go in this, maybe. I don't know. Nope. Doesn't go in there. But this one is NA. What is NA? Does it go in there? Don't think so. This is for the microphone. Nope. The microphone goes down here. Okay. Yep, I can feel that one. So let's see where the other one goes. What's all these other ones? Okay, we got two USBs here. Alright, I think the only way to find out is to try it out. USB here, but this one's connected USB. So we're going to use this one connect it there as an extension, and connect it, of course, to the gray, because again, kind of color coded, and it slips right in there. So that seems working pretty good. And what else do we have here? Nothing else really. I don't know where this one is. Just two connections, and I don't see any more that it could go in. This one looks like an antenna. This one looks like an antenna also. So for right now, that is it. This one here, I really have no idea where it goes. So we shall see. One way to find out is plug it in and see what works. That doesn't go there. This one here, I'll just put it there and just probably just put it on top. Of course, don't forget your antenna to make it work. So it connects right here. Okay, see that right there? I knew there was something missing. Put it right there. Goes in. Of course, this will go in one way, and it looks like right there. Ta-da! Again, it only go in one way. So, what else have we got? I think that's it. Let's try it out. Steering wheel controls work. Let's try the mode. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Where is that coming from? Put everything back in there as neat as possible. Pretty easy. Just take your time putting it in, okay? And, make sure you don't damage anything. So naturally, we're going to do some testing over here. And see how it comes up. Alright, there it is. Comes up right away. And what I did here, of course, is plug in a USB device to see if it works, because that's what we want to test. Right there. Took everything off so you can see it. Oh, it played pretty quick. Volume, of course, works. This is the standard video that came with the unit. I'm going to have to, of course, get that deleted. So, when it first comes up, this is just the generic information. As you can see, a lot of it's blank, okay? In a way, it's kind of good because it's clean. There's no preloaded apps like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, everything else that's on there. So you pretty much have to load it yourself. So let me get that loaded and show it to you, but it is pretty generic here, which is good in a way. Okay, so I'll get back to it. When initial car, here's car info here, of course, car type, everything on here. And let me just show you, trying to get to the right place. The settings is probably right there. There it is. Storage, as you can see, 21% use, 101 gig free, comes with 128 gigabyte internal. So naturally, I want to show you how it looks when it initially starts up. There it is. Alright, that's the boot up right there. And once your phone is paired with the Android unit here, it will automatically start on Android Auto, just to give you all an idea. There it is right there, and as you can see, it's loading here. It's going to play, connecting just like that. Pretty easy, really. It'll do that automatically unless you deactivate or disable it upon initial startup. And of course, you'll go to your navigation because that's the way it's set up. But of course, you got your menu here, whatever you want to play. If you don't want to do that, you just go to your normal settings. There it is. Just like any Android Auto, okay? There's all your messages if you want to, your phone, messenger. No matter what you put on there, it's going to display it. All right? So, once you get there, of course, what you want to do is what you want to do is either one, stay on there just like it is on your phone because it is connected to your phone, or go to your different settings. Here I'm going to exit, so it'll always start up like that unless you disable it. So let me get this out of the way to give you an idea. I'm playing around with the customization of this standard stock launcher here. I'm going to download another launcher, maybe Nova launcher or some other thing, and just play around with it to see which one works best for me. Again, it's pretty responsive, had no problems with it. You know, you play videos, you decide what you want to do, like that. Play your music, you know, your navigation there. It's pretty responsive. The navigation part, kind of irritating, I guess, because maybe not my thing. Anyway, just to give you an idea. All right, and if you don't like that, you go to your normal apps just like that. Again, I wanted to show you what it looks like before. Let me turn this down a little bit here. Of course, steering wheel controls work. Just to show you what I mean here, when you go to the settings here, when you see the car here, the common, the boot logo, it'll come up on there if you want. Reset all settings, assistive touch. What I'm getting at is this here. Let me show you on specifically on steering wheel control. Again, you can program each one of it. For example, you know, if it's not matched up to yours here, all right, press it on here on the minus button until it turns solid color. There it is. All right, so now it's programmed. Again, you could pretty much program your steering however you want it to. Same thing with that, back control. I've already got that program, mic, mode, whatever you want. So going back there, all right, let me go back to here. About the device, software, Bluetooth, you know, you can enable it. It automatically connect. Everything on here is pretty good. Now, let me show you here as far as the car information. When you go on here, it even has the built-in instructions. So if you don't want to look at the manual itself, it's all right here. It'll show you different things, different types. It's really not that hard. When you go to GPS here, let me show you. There it is, car info. This is what you should keep in mind, because some people might, how would I say, picky. I want to show you as much as possible. When it says car type, it won't say Rav4 Prime. These are all your selections. I might go online and see if I need to download an update, but either way, it's still picking up the Rav4. Have no problems with controls. All right, I still have the cover on there. It's really no problem for me, unless you're picky. For example, door locks. All right, you see it says fuel consumption unit. All right, even though it says door lock, but hey, I could tell you. Climate settings, there's nothing there. So little things like that, it's like anything else. All right, you're not gonna get anything perfect. You just have to deal with it. There's nothing there. I have no idea why. Other set, E-trunk adjust. Haven't played around with this too much. But again, if that's something that might put you off, you know, hey, then don't do it. All right, but it does is show the accurate setting on here. 38, 38, 36, right there, as you can see. Just to show you, all right, it matches what's on the screen. So the setting, whoever engineered this, the canvas setting on here is pretty darn accurate. The majority of the time anyway. I don't know about this flow. I guess that's for the battery consumption, pressure, anything else, you know, average speed. Play around with it just to show you. AV in, you know, audio video in case you have, for example, a front camera or some other stereo system. Everything is on here. So this is the main display right now. Just wanted to show you. I've got most of my icons on there set up. All right, they even have widgets on here that you can see and set up. Direct dial, not really a lot. I might be able to download a little bit more, but other than that, you know, just really pretty much generic. Okay, So that's about it right now. I might put under VCL Android. Let me see that. The type that I don't even know if I have any room left. Deal without having any physical buttons, then this is not for you. All right, but again, it's like anything in life. Once you get used to something, do it a few times. You know, you get used to it, and it's really second nature, and you won't think nothing of it. Let me see as you see. All right, I'm gonna put my shortcut here and move it over, pick it up, just like any Android unit. I'm gonna put it right here. You can see the backup camera works fine, no problem there. I think I might have to adjust my lines here a little bit. Okay, happy campers, because of course we want to see this in real time, not at home in the garage or parked somewhere with the Wi-Fi on. And there it is, turned on, kicking in, Android on. And let's check it out. We're out in the middle of nowhere here. Well, somewhat in the middle of nowhere. And there it is, picked it up. As you can see here, it's connecting to the phone, connecting. So of course it will work, Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, whatever you have. Pretty easy right now, actually. And just so you know, on here, you have the ability to, of course, turn on, for example here, Android Auto, continue in your car, or you can turn it off if you need to. It is up to you. So now, let's get to it. All right, just to give you an idea. So you got split screen right here. You know, traffic's fine. In case you're wondering, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving. Of course, I don't recommend this while you're driving. All right, volume control on the steering wheel. Control works. Everything's fine there. Before, I'm showing you this because, again, some people might not want this. Some people might want a more customized look, and so I'm going to download one of the special launchers that I've seen online, which I'm going to get and play with that. So for example, here, go to my app, and of course I go to my launcher here. This is the difference between the actual stock video player versus this one here. And this is the reason why I like this one, because of course I can change it to whatever I want. Okay, volume control right here, okay, darkness right here, versus if you don't use this and instead you use this type of video player right here. See, there you can't do the volume and the darkness control, because again, it's like anything else. For example, one smartphone might be able to do something else versus another phone cannot. So again, I'll give you an idea here again. Check it out. McDonald's in my direction of travel.
All right, there's a McDonald's 6 minutes away. Want to navigate there?
Yes.
Sure, McDonald's 6 minutes away.
Pretty nifty. Now check it out. Say for example, as you know, it is connected to my Bluetooth here. All right. If you want to play something on your phone instead, just like this, so you can hear the sound of it.
Cargo Bay's silent professionals that they were.
There it is.
looking tired
My
and
audiobook.
defeated. He gave them an impromptu debrief.
Same thing. You can play music on your phone if you want to or not, or whatever it might be. I go to Navi here. You will see that it's a totally different look. And for the life of me, I can't find a way to navigate to anywhere. So it's kind of irritating. No matter what I do, I've played around with it. I can't get to it. Okay, so here we are just chilling out in the car, parked. No, don't want to get no accidents. Let's check out Android Nova Launcher that I downloaded and will install on here. Let's go back to the Play Store, see if it's still there. There it is, Nova Launcher Prime. Let's check it out. Thank you for purchasing. Yeah, I purchased it back 2018, FYI, for my Santa Fe that I had. I put a SATA unit on there. Anyway, long story short, I still have it. I still own it. Let me install it on there. See what it is. There it is. Install. Oh, there's Nova Launcher. Nova Prime. Oh, is that what it looks like? Oh, I see. All right. Well, interesting. Let me go back. Home. Use launcher as home. Just once, because I just want to see what it looks like. Anyway, we'll play with it later on. Just to show you, in case you want to split screen while you listen to video or music, tap on that one, put it right there, and put the video right here. And there you go. In case you want to switch it, of course, you got your right there. Everything works fine. Okay, so let's say, for example, you don't want to navigate or don't want to listen to music. Whatever you want, it's real easy actually. You just have to do just like anything else. Drag it there. There's your full screen, all right? Pretty good. Let's go with the 40 countdown. All right, that's your Sirius XM radio right there. And there it is. All right, Pandora, iHeartRadio, whatever you want. It's your choice. That's the good thing about what you want to listen to. Okay, I want to show you good people here. One thing about this Android unit that I have. As you can see, all of this is just an example of the videos I have on here to show you the clarity of this unit. I've been doing the video all this time with this on, just to show you what it looks like with this off. What it looks like. Let me put that aside for right now and let the show begin. Here's 480 resolution. Here's 720 resolution. Yeah, I'll probably get a copyright violation, but again, just to show you, this is a 1080p here. They're all 10-second clips of the same thing. This is 1440p resolution. This is to show you, of course, what this Android unit that I got can do or cannot do. 2160p, that's 4K now. This is Ink Art 4K high definition resolution, 60 frames per second. Yeah, you can see my ugly reflection on there. I mean, it just can't describe it, you know, trying to capture it. If you can see it, I mean, it's just solid. I mean, it's just clear. Here, you could see 4K high definition resolution, 60 frames per second. This is UHD. Nothing showing. Does that mean you can't play it? Well, I don't really know, but it's supposed to be a video. I guess it can't play 8K. As you can see here, I captured it off the YouTube, trying to play it here, but it's not showing. So again, maybe. Alright, Happy Campers, the last test of this Android Roadanvi head unit. I put a SIM card in here. This is just a data SIM, all right? Again, just so you can see, it's, you know, not the micro. So if you want to, you could take your actual SIM card, if you have one on your phone, you know, that has data and phone, and put it in here for emergency purposes. So this is just a straight SIM for data. There's no phone service on here at all. All right, so I'll put it in there just to show you that. Let me get this off here. Once you get your car started here, you can see, go to your settings here. So let me show you the SIM card right here. Network, as you can see, the Wi-Fi is off. So I was using the mobile hotspot on my Galaxy Fold 4. So it doesn't work with that. Take out the SIM card right here, SIM card slot, it's on there. And as you can see, what I did, of course, was purchase that SIM card. It's just a data, no phone, no text, nothing like that. To show you how well it works or does not work, let's go to the standard here so you can see exactly what it can do and cannot do. Let's go to Netflix, for example. You know, it should pick up the internet somehow and be able to watch, example, just like that. Self-explanatory. Let's get out of there. Yeah, we know that. All right, because if there was no internet connection, of course, that won't come up. Let's try the other ones. Maybe I can do iHeartRadio. Let me see. Again, we're testing the internet connectivity with the SIM card. It's a 24 gigabyte just for emergency purposes, in case I need it for 365 days, in case I need to browse something or I don't want to use my phone's data on there. You can see right there. All right, so it works fine. Let me go back here. That means Pandora and everything else will probably work. Now, let's try with XM radio. Will it work there? Of course, map standard on here. You don't even need a data connection because it will pick up from the GPS right there. So let's go to XM radio, see what happens there. Again, I want to show you the pros and cons, what can work, cannot work, things like that. And as you can see here, try again. Why? I have no idea, even though I have internet connection. Okay, maybe I just have to play with the settings, but I've tried it before a couple of times. For some reason, it will not work with that SIM card on here, but it will work with the Android Auto and everything else. The other thing I show you, for example, I'm not sure if I got Spotify here hooked up or not. And if it comes up, it'll either say no internet connection or log in to your account. And there it is. And of course, all right, so there you can see it does have internet connection, just to give you an idea on that. And other things you could do or cannot do. Again, the Roadanvi sucks on here. Forget that. XM doesn't work. You know, how about you seen Netflix? So that means anything else. Hulu, whatever you load on your Android unit will probably work. You know, I don't have all that other extra movies I want to watch. Mainly just Netflix here. To give you an idea what I mean, let's check out YouTube. All right. And there it is coming up. All right. Will it work fine? Hey, my favorite right there. Rock and roll favorite. In case you haven't seen it, Streets of Fire. Outstanding movie there. Diane Lane and I forgot the other dude's name. Anyway, I'll probably get a copyright strike for playing the music. Let's try the voice command here. Just a second. Play Streets of Fire on YouTube. All right, and there it is. All right, and of course it'll play. So let's try this here. Play Secret Garden from YouTube. And here's the one there. Let's see if it plays. And there it is. Again, just to show you that it does work, the control, steering wheel control, everything like that works. If you want to switch the mode, go back to the radio. Switch it again. It'll go to the next audio. This is, of course, from my USB device that's connected on here. So, because I want to play my own music when I want to. So again, another mode here, switch back and forth with no problem. All right, that's just the music. Fast forward, steering wheel control, you see works. Everything is good to go. Back on there. Again, as you can see, switching in and out is really easy with no problem. So, I don't know what else I can show you, and that's about it for right now. Let me put back this, even though I don't really need it. The campers, just to show you some of the quirks of these things. Again, nothing's perfect, and I just have to just deal with it and do the best you can and fiddle around with it like you do everything else. All right, so check it out. For example, as you see here, setting password 8878. So when I go here, because I want to change the boot menu, and that's why I emailed customer support, but of course Casper the Friendly Ghost answered. So go car infotainment system. Of course, there's the device right there. So we go to steering wheel controls and change it, program it however you want. So the boot menu right here, if you'll see it on the display, where is that? All right. Common. There you go, boot logo. You see that? Touch on the boot logo. And of course, you enter in the 8878, 8878, and of course, same thing. It's no good. I've tried different 4-number combinations. Who knows? It could be anything. Even tried 000 for what it's worth, and still can't get in the boot logo to change it. So I can't play around with that much. But anyway, so let's say, for example, like I said, the built-in navigation sucks on there, and you'll see when you play with it if you get this device. To change it, go to the navigation here. Again, just so you know where you're going, go to settings here, go to car infotainment system here, go to the common, not the common, go to the navigation, and here initially have that IP garbage thing. If you click on that, it'll have this iGo, which is weird. All right, don't use that. You can use Waze, you can use Google Maps, whatever you want to do. Heck, I should put on my Steam on here. Anyway, that's besides the point. So just click on Maps, and it'll select it for you. So every time you have it on here, it'll bring up Google Maps. Just to show you a little more in detail here, let me take this off so you can see. Even if it comes with no manual, or it doesn't have the instructions in the box, don't worry, because here in the unit itself, you can't mistake it. If you look on here where it says on the settings, okay, and then it shows you everything here, what it is, and to verify that, take a look where I'm looking here. Look at the file manager. Let me show you here. There it is. And if you go in the local, all right, you will see right here, TS manual PDF. Well, I don't have it installed, but it's there. The manual itself is there, and you can view it for yourself. Is it worth the investment? Is it worth that extra money? All right, depending on what you have. For me, absolutely, got no problem with it. All right, again, to me, it enhances the vehicle. Uh, for me, my passengers. Now, I bought this Android unit, the Roadanvi, back in May 2024, and it's now November 2024, and everyone's saying, "Holy mackerel, why so long?" Well, it's just like everything else. You're not going to buy something then all the way post it like everybody else does. I want to try it out, give it 6 months, because I know, again, customer support's not there. For all I know, I might have got a piece of junk and I'm out $500. So I want to give it try it out, especially in the Oklahoma summer heat. All that bearing down on it, make sure it's working fine, no problem, no glitches. And I can tell you, after all these months, works great. No because problem. Of course, I want to make sure it works fine before I even put out the video. It's just the way I operate. The same thing, I just bought some brand new General Ultimax 365 all-weather tires, put on the vehicle. I took out the weather peaks, but of course I'm gonna give it some test runs, a few months to make sure it works fine, especially in the upcoming Oklahoma winter weather. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below. And if you have any experience with it, share your knowledge, share your experience, make the world a better place. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, post them down below on the comments, or even share your knowledge, share your experience, and what you might have done or did not do, or problems you might have encountered with other head units, all right, that you've tried on your vehicle, so that others can benefit from your experience and knowledge. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.